I don't know. I felt very live, laugh, love right there. Hi everyone, it's Linslow by choice, and thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. We are rating stuff packs today. We already did game packs and expansion packs, so after this we only have kits. I was thinking about combining the two, but there are so many kits and so many stuff packs, it would be an extremely long video. And so the last video will be us reviewing kits. If you haven't seen my other ratings, go ahead, I'll link them in the description box and also put them up here so that you can click on those if you'd like. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That lets me know that you are enjoying the content that I'm putting out, and then click the notification bell. That will notify you whenever I post new videos. So with that, let's get right into it. Okay, so our first review is the Luxury Party Pack. Actually, I don't use much of this one, but I'm curious to see what contents actually come into it because, like I said, I don't really think I use many of the things from the Luxury Party Stuff Pack. Okay, so looking at these screenshots, it looks like we get a lot of cute cast items, but the other items don't really look as appealing to me. Again, to me. So the build and buy objects are very few, and this is probably one of the first stuff packs that we get, so you know our expectations have gone up a lot, but I don't really think any of these items are something that I definitely need in my game, so I'm gonna go with not at all. You know, actually, as I was putting this over here, I realized that it should probably go in Spooky Ooky. Okay, so it looks like the next one is Perfect Patio, and I know this is very controversial because we ended up getting a hot tub as an anniversary gift when it literally came with a stuff pack, and that was the main reason why a lot of people got the stuff pack, is because it came with the hot tub. So it kind of defeated the purpose of it. But then again, The Sims has been releasing a lot of things to base game that we bought through, you know, the packs that they released. So then it just becomes this big thing of like, should they even be doing that? Personally, I don't think so because I paid for these items, and they should just create more inclusive things. That is another story for another time, so I can get into that later, but let's take a look at the specifics of this pack. Okay, so it looks like these screenshots that are provided on EA Play actually just show some of the things that we can get the pack. So this is the hot tub that comes with it, this, and then we get some set of counters, and I actually like them. Then we get this table and a few other things. So it's really literally for a patio. We don't really get that many cast items, but I do love this shirt so much, and this bathing suit is so cute. This hair looks a little cheap if I'm being 100% with you all, but I do use all of these a lot of the time, especially this couch and ottoman set. Like I use this a lot, especially for the patio or, you know, a balcony or anything like that. Anywhere where my Sims can sit outside, I probably put these things there. So I think I can get behind this, or I need it. But I think this is probably going to be I can get behind it because this is a really great pack, even though it is small, but I love it. It comes with new interactions too, like literally sign me up. So the next one is Cool Kitchen. And if I'm being 100% with you guys, I love Cool Kitchen, and I think Cool Kitchen and Movie Hangout go hand in hand. Like, I think those are the perfect packs together. So if you want amazing gameplay that is like for families or just like interactions on downtime and stuff like that, I think those are cool packs, but I'm going to show you why. Okay, so this is all of the cast items that we get, and I love all of the hairs that we get with this. The only one that I feel is a little bit behind all the other ones is this one. I don't know what it is. It just feels like it's not holding up to the same standard as the other ones, but I still love it. Especially this top. I feel like that is just so cool vibe. I don't know how it relates to a kitchen, but I do like that. And I think some of the cast items that we get for masculine presenting Sims are really nice. Like this vest and button up set is so cute. I actually would want that. And then we have the build items, like this refrigerator I always use. This is really nice. And yeah, I basically use all of these all of the time, especially the cookbooks and the ice cream machine, which I place in every movie theater or any big family because I feel like it's so cute, and it's made in the same style as the popcorn machine that we get with Movie Hangout and one of the microwaves. So it's literally like it fits perfectly amongst all of those things. So definitely check that out. So this is definitely one that I need. So I did just mention Movie Hangout a few times, so let's take a look at that one. Okay, so I actually love this pack not because of the items per se, but the theme of the entire thing. Like, it's a lot of color, it's very bright, and I feel like all of the items, whether or not I love the individual styles of those, they match. Like, it's so colorful, it's so out there, and that's why I feel like I commit more to some of the movie hangout items, because if I am looking for a lot of color for, let's say, one of my Sims or one of my Sims home, I know that if I pull out the movie hangout stuff pack, I'm gonna get some color. And that's why I really love some of these items. Now, some of the items that I don't enjoy, like, I don't really like this. I don't really like this at all. Like, not even like the color of it, but just how it fits on some of the Sims, I'm not really a big fan of. But I do love this hair, and I love this hair, and I love this hair. I don't know why I thought this hair came with Spa Day. And then here are all the build buy objects. As you can see, lots of color. Here is the popcorn machine that I was just mentioning. And like I said, it's in the same style. They have the same swatches. So it's like those go hand in hand. Like, you can really have a fun time. An ice cream machine and a popcorn machine. Like perfect for movies if you're really indecisive. And I make my Sims very indecisive, so they'll get popcorn and then they'll get ice cream right after it and still keep enjoying the movie. But back to these build buy objects, like all of this color, I love it. I use these two things so much. These curtains are really nice. So once again, this is something that I need in my game. Okay, so the next one is the spooky stuff pack. I actually don't have this, so my rating, I don't know. I'm just looking at some of the items that they have there. I'm not really sure what the interactions are, so please take this rating with a grain of salt. Thank you. Okay, so some of the cast items actually look really promising. Like, it's just a bunch of costumes, because I assume this pack is for Halloween or whatever the holiday is in The Sims 4. So you see a lot of witch hats, you know, there's a lot of face paint here and costumes, leggings. We get some costume jewelry here. I feel like this would have been really cool if they would have given some of that jewelry to the child Sims as well, but I think this is pretty cool. Okay, so here are the build buy items. It looks like it's a bunch of decorations. We get some new flooring, and I think these are rugs. I don't think I would ever use these, so I'm not really sure if I would need that. But this looks like an arts and crafts table, and I'm not sure if this is actually functional. If it is, that seems like it would be really cool, but I'm gonna put this in not at all, only because I don't have it in my game, and I don't really have a desire to put it in my game after looking at what is all included. But if you do have it, let me know, and I might be persuaded. I don't know. We are on to the romantic garden stuff pack, and I actually like it, especially if you're looking to build parks with a lot of flowers, cutesy, pretty flowers. And I actually just made a wedding venue, and I used a lot of this pack. And whenever I want to make some kind of cute walkway, I love using this pack. Some of the statues that come with it are beautiful, but I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm going to show you about it. Let's go. And here are some of the cast items. I actually am in love with this dress. I don't really have a preference for this hair, honestly, but I love this hair. And here are some of the statues that I was talking about in build buy. We get this, we get these, like, they're actually really nice. If you want to create that rustic kind of garden pattern, or like some kind of maze or anything like that, I feel like this pack would be pretty cool to use. I don't necessarily need it in my game, but I can get behind it. The next one is the kids room stuff pack, and I feel like I'm kind of indifferent to this off the top of my head, but I think it's key to look into some of the items so I can really understand what all comes in it, because after a while, it just looks like I'm playing the Sims game. I don't really know what packs are in it unless I deliberately am searching for a specific item. So let's take a look. Here are all the cast items that we get. Now, obviously, it is for our child Sims, so we don't have anything for adults, which I think is on brand because we need a lot of kid things. I think a lot of these tailor to a lot of personalities that kids can have, and you can always go back into cast and change it when they're in a phase. Like, this hair is so cute, and this top is giving me early 2000s vibes. Is it just me? It might just be me. And then here are the build buy objects, and I'm going to tell you something. This puppet show box is huge. for no reason. I wish they would have made two of them, one which is inexpensive and a little bit smaller, almost like what they did with the dollhouses, where one of them is like cardboard and then the other one is like an actual dollhouse, and it just keeps going up in price. And I think that would have been really cool to implement here. But the puppet animation is really nice, and I don't mind it, actually. It's just huge for no reason, like most things in The Sims 4. But we also get the interaction of void critters, which you can play here, and you can collect cards, you can exchange them, and there's a lot of interaction amongst kids to adults, kids to teenagers, kids to kids, about which void critter is best. And there are some interactions that we get as well. I don't necessarily need it in my game, but I can get behind it. Our next one is Backyard Stuff Pack, and we got a slip and slide with this one, so I'm already over the moon, honestly. Here are the cast items that we get with this. As you can see, it's not a lot, but we get some really great quality items with this. Like, these two things are really well made, and I think the hairs are really well made as well. So the cast items, I don't know. I feel like we could have gotten a lot more bathing suits with this because it is backyard stuff. So I definitely feel like we could have gotten some more shorts or skirts or dresses, anything, honestly. But we just got 2 shorts and a pair of pants. But they pick up the slack when it comes to build buy because we get lounge items, decorations, we get new animations with the bird feeders, and then we get patio tables and 2 sets of slides. One is inexpensive and more basic, so that's this one right here. And then we get this one that has like a shark, I think is here, but I actually do love the lemons. And then we get the lemonade thing here that can also be iced tea. So really cute here. I actually love this stuff pack too, so I can get behind it. Now we are on to Vintage Glamour. I'm going to tell you the perfect outfit from this, and then everything else I'm not that fond of. So this hair, this top, and this skirt, amazing. I love that so much. I like the other cast items in this too, don't get me wrong, but that pair is amazing. I'm not too fond of these glasses because they look out of place a little bit. I feel like we could have gotten a little bit of a different style here, but it's not completely horrible. But it does look well made, I can say that. So in Build Buy, I actually don't use this a lot, but I like it. Most of the things that are here are well made. I just don't use it a lot, and I don't really find a reason to, because even when I am looking for older homes, I'm not looking for old glamour homes, if that makes sense, or vintage glamour homes, if you will. So if I really had to rank this, I mean, I guess. Then we have the Bowling Night stuff pack. And to be honest, this was one of the most random stuff packs. Like I didn't think we were ever going to get bowling. You know what I mean? So when we did, it was a nice surprise. But some of the bowling functionality doesn't work all the time. And I will tell my Sims to play maybe like a 3-round game, and they will be sitting there for 4 hours. And I'm like, what is the point of this? So there's that also. But I can say they actually snapped when it came to the cast items, because all the clothing, the hairstyle, and the glove accessory is really well made. It looks really nice. And I love all of the swatches. Like, this is one of the packs where I love all the swatches in the cast items. All of the build buy objects are tailored to bowling, so there isn't anything that's really expected to go into like just regular building of a house. So I do like a lot of these. Like, this really makes a bowling alley, so I can't hate it at all. I don't play with bowling alleys as much, and there isn't really a lot type for it. I wish they would have given us a lot type for it. So if you look on the gallery and you want a bowling alley, you have to look for like lounges or restaurants or cafes or like a generic lot kind of thing. And I wish we would have had one specifically for bowling alleys, and it be tailored to like family friendly fun. Who knows? I don't know. I felt very live, laugh, love right there. So for this one, I think I'm going to go with, I mean, I guess, because I don't necessarily need it in my game and I barely play with the bowling alley functionality. And like I said, when I did, it was a little bit bugged out. So sorry. The next one is the fitness stuff pack, and I don't know. They have some pretty large items in that one too, but let me show you. Comparing the cast items that we got with this to the cast items of the other one, it is a little bit lackluster, but I feel like they wanted to pay more attention to the built by objects, so I'm gonna let them go off with a pass on that one, only because I really do love this item. It's very impractical because I wouldn't want to wear something over my arms as I'm working out because, you know, you're working out, you're hot and sweaty and no. But I do like the way that it looks, and it looks great on my Sims, honestly. And in Build By, you can see we get some generic workout equipment. I did think that we got a rock climbing machine with this, but it doesn't look like we did because it's not listed here. I don't really use the rock climbing thing much anyway, but I love these light fixtures and I love some of the bathroom things that we got as well, but I definitely expected to get some more things of workout equipment. Like I wanted them to introduce something new, not to produce the same version of something that we already have, if that makes sense. The only great thing to come out of this pack, I believe, are the light fixtures and the shower. So honestly, I really don't think I need this in my game at all. I could do just fine without this in my game, honestly. Sorry. So we're gonna move this to not at all. Next, we have the Toddler Stuff Pack, and I feel like this is another one where I'm just like, maybe, I don't know. But the cast items are so cute. Like, I love that we get practical outfits and then we get outfits that are really fun and goofy because toddlers would like to wear things that are fun and goofy and just like excites them. And I feel like that translates into a lot of these cast items. Don't get a lot of Build By objects, but we do get a key object that really is a game changer for like play dates or parks that you want to include for toddlers. Like this ball pit does it. It's huge, but it's great. And then they have attachments to it as well. And I think that this just works for toddlers. I don't necessarily need it in my game. I think it's cool to have if you like to play with toddlers a lot. I don't. So I think this is gonna go in, I mean, I guess. Now we're on to the Laundry Day pack. There is absolutely nothing that I don't love about this pack, and I'm gonna show you why. The cast items that we get with this are very small, like we don't really get a lot here, but I love them. All three of these tops are very flowy. Even this crop top is really nice, and I love the swatches that come with it. And don't get me started because the hair here fits. Like whenever I think of Laundry Day or of laundry, I think of very laid back and chill, and that's exactly what they gave us. Then when it comes to Build By, you can see they spared no expense here. There are so many things that we got with Build By, and I love every part of it. Like it's very rustic, but it works. Like even this is so cute. I haven't had a reason to use this particular window, but I want to, and it makes me want to build a laundry room just so I can use that window. And the functionality that comes with this is really nice. You know, you get to do laundry. Now, it can be a bit of a pain, especially if you want the laundry there for an aesthetic and not actually doing it. I don't think there's a way for us to turn it off, but I love all of the objects that are here. So this is something that I need in my game. Next is my first pet stuff, and I don't need this in my game at all. This is where I get a little bit confused because cats and dogs come in a separate pack, so I'm kind of confused as to why we have cast items for cats and dogs here. This hair is really cute, and I love a good mullet moment, so I'm gonna let it slide for that one. And the items that we get for actual Sims aren't bad either. The bugs are absolutely crazy when it comes to functionality when my Sims are interacting with the animals that they have here. I don't know what it is, but every time that they make interactions, like one of them is like to literally go into space or something and come back with something, and they don't. I'm not sure what actually happens, but I just know every time I try to use this, it does not work out well in my favor. So I actually don't need this in my game, but the one thing that is saving it from being in Spooky Ooky are these shades. That is the one good thing that came out of this. I don't really use anything else. I love this couch, but I don't really use it in anything else. Same with this one, unfortunately. So I think I'm gonna go in not at all because I could actually do without. The next one is a Moschino stuff pack, and I like it. I love the windows and I love the cast items. Here are the cast items that we get. Like this hair is amazing. This hair is amazing. And I love the dress that we got here. And don't even get me started on this leather jacket because a cropped leather jacket, absolutely, yeah. Then when it comes to Build By, we get more of a photography skill here. And we get a lot of things for photography, and it's like you can add Sims to be models for you. And like I said, I love these windows. I make Lost out of these windows because it just works. The windows in that door alone is the reason why I need it in my game. And the next one is Tiny Living. And honestly, Tiny Living came at the perfect time. And we get a new lot type, which is a tiny home. And then there's 3 tiers under that, which is dependent on the size of the tiny home. And let me show you some of the items that we get. Not only are all of the build buy objects amazing, they did not even stop when it came to build buy, because these cast items are beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the other ones, but all of these hairs are made perfectly. Like the detail with the hair is amazing. And I actually love this. And we get a skirt with this as well that I actually like too. As you can see here, all of the built by objects are very cohesive, and I use all of these all of the time. The one that I don't really use as much is this, but I just have a hard time finding it. I'm not sure why they didn't put it in like the category of tables when you see the actual layout in The Sims when you're building. So that would have helped a lot. But I love all of them, and I love this one too. We are so close to the end, but we have nifty knitting next. I love every item in here. I just don't play with a lot of the knitting functionality that came with it. Like, I don't really have my Sims pick up the knitting skill, but I love the items that they make. And I love the items that are already here in cast too, but a lot of them are locked. So you have to reach, I think you have to reach a skill level or something, but everything can be bypassed by cheats. So if you do want it, you just have to look at the cheats for it. But I do love this hair, both for child and adult Sims. And some of the socks are one of the best parts, because like just a normal outfit and then you have bright, colorful socks underneath. It's like a secret that no one really knows except for you. And for some of the build buy objects, we get this beautiful door. So these are the 2 items that you use to pick up the knitting skill if you do want to use them. And I think it's a really nice variation of the same thing, depending on the vibe that you're going on, I guess. Like I said, I don't really use a lot of these because I don't have my Sims pick up the knitting skill as much, but I do love all of these. So I think I'm gonna go with I guess, because I don't need it in my game and I don't play with it enough to get behind it, but I do actually like it. If you want to get it, I wouldn't discourage you from it. All right, our final pack is the Paranormal Stuff Pack, and I am not really a big fan of it. I love the cast items, like I love this hair. And every one of these, I actually like it because it's an actual style, and the swatches are all over the place, and I think it works perfectly with this pack, and it flows directly into build buy. And the main reason I say that is because a lot of these have really cool swatches. I don't think I use a lot of these things, but I do love the couch, the chair, and this little tray that we get. So I guess that's a plus. I don't necessarily need this in my game, but I wouldn't mind buying it just to try it out. So if you do like it, I wouldn't be against getting it. So I think I'm gonna go in, I guess. All right, and that's all of the stuff packs that we have. If you like the way that I rated these and you like the video as a whole, go ahead and like the video. And you should let me know what your favorite stuff pack is in the comments. You can see my favorite are the ones that I rated and need it or get behind it. I said this in the other videos, but these are my rankings, so it's okay if they're completely different than yours, because I'm looking for something that tailors to my gameplay and things that I like. So it may not align with what you guys want, but if you want my ratings, here they are. I enjoyed rating these with you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye, everyone.